the truth.
Hello everybody, my name is MrStormCrow, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today I have some weird news. Let's just go with that. Turns out Nintendo sued a TikTok star called Pokeprincxss or Pokeprincxss. I think that's how I pronounce her name. It's just spelled with an X instead of an E, so I'm a little confused on that. But I digress. My point is that Nintendo essentially lawyered up, and they gave a lawsuit for this person with just the name of Pokeprincxss. Now, the defense here from Nintendo is that essentially, because your name closely resembles to Pokemon, then we can sue you for that, and we need to protect our intellectual property. Now, I understand about protecting intellectual property. It's your business. I completely understand. But it's not even called Pokemon. It's just the first part, which is Poke. Now, they might have a strong defense because this person apparently plays a lot of Nintendo games. She's a fan of the company, especially for Pokemon. But then it makes you wonder, does this mean that Nintendo can just go after you if they have half of the word in their name? I find this a little weird, and I understand that Nintendo has to protect their intellectual property. This has been a thing. When Pokemon Uranium came out, which was a fan-made game, they shut it down. When there was a Super Mario Bros. Battle Royale game, Nintendo shut it down. But I feel it's a little weird that we're essentially targeting people with names that are similar, which don't have a guaranteed reasoning for going against intellectual property. I feel that this is a little iffy. You know, as much as Squad W hate women, I just don't think... Little joke there, I'm sorry. But I don't think that this is sort of a right thing to do, right? Because let's say your name is, I don't know, Zell. Let's just say your name is Zell. Does that mean Nintendo can go after you for half of your name being called Zell? And I know that this is a specific case, but I just feel it's a little weird that even though that this name may be inspired or maybe a little similar to the name, I don't feel that a company should shut you down, because when you think about it, there are a lot of businesses that are similar to each other. When I think about it, there's Gmail, there's I think there's also like a different form of emailing, right? Like Hotmail. I mean, those kind of sound a little similar, but does that mean that they should sue each other? I don't think so. It sounds a little weird personally. But I understand. I mean, I guess they're trying to sue her. I'm actually thinking that they did lawyer up and gave her the lawsuit, but she had to kind of agree, and they didn't really go to court for this because, again, lawsuits are a lot of money. They're expensive. So I don't know if this really did go to court. But it's really sucky how companies and game companies, it seems like game companies are just essentially lawsuit companies, but it's just a little weird how game companies in general can essentially go after you and you are liable for a lawsuit just because your name is similar. I feel that's a little iffy, personally. Now, again, this could be one specific case, and maybe there's a lot more details that we just don't know, because again, the papers haven't been shown to us. I believe when it comes to a lot of the documentation in court cases, they are a little bit more secretive because they could have personal information. But if I'm just assuming from all this information that I have currently, and I'll give you guys the article, it just seems a little weird, personally, because poke could mean a whole different thing. In fact, I'm pretty sure poke in Japanese means something entirely different from the actual name in English. In fact, there's a Hawaiian dish called poke. Does that mean that they have to sue the name of this? I don't know. It's really weird how that we're essentially just going to court because of names. Because, again, like, her name isn't official, right? Her name wasn't actually, like, an LLC that she wrote in. So then they would actually have to go for intellectual deceit or intellectual, let's just say, property. Or they're just, you know, protecting it aggressively. But I just feel that this is kind of a slippery slope. Even though it's a fallacy, I just feel that the word slippery slope is probably the right word here. So anyways, it's a little interesting news there. If you didn't know, apparently Nintendo is just suing people who have similar names to their games. So yeah. Now, of course, this person was a little famous, but I feel that even then, I think that if you really want a business to succeed and not really have some bad practices or bad vision or like bad reputation, I don't think you should really go after people who are just trying their best to survive in a world like this, right? I'm sure this person had good intentions. I think if Nintendo maybe gave her email, I'm sure she would have complied, but I guess they had to lawyer up and protect their rights, eh? Even though that it interferes with her rights. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Maybe I'm wrong. It's possible. I mean, I'm open to interpretations and to ideas that you guys are going to be sending below. Or hey, maybe subscribe or just check out all the links in the description. You could always check me out on live streaming and some other stuff if you're interested in that. So thanks guys for looking at this video. It's a little unscripted, but I hope you guys have a great day. My name is MrStormCrow, and peace out.